Nobody saw this coming. Imagine the lights of New York City flickering over the Hudson River, the sound of cameras snapping like thunder, and a stage that has witnessed some of the most iconic pop culture moments of our time. But tonight, something far more electric unfolded, something that will echo across the world of music, fashion, and power. Lisa Manaband from BLACKPINK, a name already etched in history, has just done the unthinkable at the MTV VMAs 2025. Not once, not twice, but 3 times now, she stands as the queen of best K-pop, leaving fans speechless and critics scrambling to catch up with the reality. And yet, here's the most mysterious part: Lisa wasn't even there. Think about that for a moment. An artist so influential, so dominant in her field that her absence actually made the moment even bigger. The VMAs crowd gasped when the screen lit up with her pre-recorded acceptance, her calm voice flowing through the speakers while millions watched from every corner of the globe. There's something almost cinematic about it. Like a plot twist you didn't expect, but once it lands, you realize it makes perfect sense. This wasn't just an award, it was strategy, it was branding, it was global positioning. Lisa's team knew exactly what they were doing. Because here's the truth: the entertainment industry doesn't just run on talent. It runs on timing, perception, and control of narrative. Lisa winning her 3rd VMAs Best K-pop Award with Born Again alongside Doja Cat and Rae is not just a victory, it's a textbook case of how to dominate global markets. Collaboration across genres, across cultures, is the ultimate marketing chess move. By blending K-pop with American rap and British soul, Lisa created a cultural cocktail that was destined to trend, destined to stream, destined to grab headlines. And when the win came, the headlines wrote themselves. But the drama didn't stop there. Social media exploded. Some fans celebrated her as a goddess of stage and sound, while others fumed, furious that Lisa had outpaced not just Jimin of BTS but her own BLACKPINK sisters in the same category. Timeline was a storm, hashtags flying, arguments breaking out, people choosing sides. And here lies one of the deepest lessons in modern marketing: controversy sells. Rivalries, real or imagined, fuel engagement. You don't need everyone to love you, you need everyone to talk about you. Lisa, whether by design or by destiny, has mastered that rule. Picture the scene. Behind the velvet curtains of the music industry, executives and investors are watching this unfold not just as fans, but as business analysts. They see numbers, CPMs, market penetration, audience crossover. Every time Lisa BLACKPINK breaks a record, the valuation of her brand goes up. Every win like this is more than a trophy. It's leverage in negotiations, it's power in contracts, it's an asset that multiplies her worth in fashion, endorsements, and future projects. This is entrepreneurship disguised as artistry. This is the invisible business of fame. Now let's pause for a twist. Did you realize that by achieving a hat trick at the VMAs, Lisa has stepped into a category so elite that even most Western pop stars never touch it? 3 consecutive wins in one of the industry's most competitive categories. That's not luck, that's empire building. And yet, the question remains, why wasn't she there in person? Was it scheduling? Was it brand positioning, keeping her mystique untouchable? Or was it a deliberate move to let the absence itself speak louder than presence? Absence, in marketing psychology, can sometimes be the most powerful form of presence. The less you give, the more they crave. And right here at the midpoint of our story comes the cliffhanger. 'Cause as shocking as tonight's victory is, whispers are already swirling about what comes next. Rumors of even bigger collaborations, secret investments, and projects that could catapult Lisa beyond music into the very core of global luxury power. Imagine this, not just Lisa the performer, not just Lisa the idol, but Lisa the mogul. What if the VMAs are just the opening act to something much bigger, something that could blur the line between entertainment and empire? Hold that thought, because it's about to get wild. Now let's zoom out for a second and talk about brand psychology in the luxury world. When a brand like Louis Vuitton partners with a figure like Lisa, it's not random. It's a calculated investment in cultural capital. Frederic Arnault and his family understand that influence is the new currency. Lisa is not just selling music, She's selling aspiration, identity, lifestyle. She becomes the bridge that takes a European heritage house into Asian markets, while simultaneously making K-pop mainstream in Western luxury circles. That's not just synergy, that's domination. Fans may scream for the music, but investors whisper about the numbers. Each award, like tonight's VMAs, translates into spikes in digital streams, merchandise sales, brand deals, and stock price reflections for corporations tied to her image. Lisa's 3 wins are like 3 golden keys, unlocking doors that most artists never even find. And here's where a little humor slips in. Can you imagine some executive in a suit trying to explain to their board why a single Instagram post from Lisa generated more value than an entire marketing campaign? It's almost funny, but it's also brutally true. And yet, for all the power plays and the boardroom chatter, the core of this story is emotional. It's about a girl from Thailand who dreamed, trained, struggled, and broke through not once, not twice, but 3 times on the global stage. Every win is a symbol not just of business acumen, but of resilience and talent. Fans feel that. That's why they cry, why they fight online, why they stay up all night streaming. 'Cause Lisa represents possibility. She represents a door opening for every kid who thought they were too far away from the center of the world to matter. As we near the end of this journey tonight, let's loop back to where we began, the mystery of an absent queen who still managed to steal the show. That opening shock, the disbelief that she could dominate VMA's history without setting foot on stage, comes full circle now. Because the truth is, Lisa doesn't need to be in the room to own it. She has transcended the physical stage. Her stage is global, digital, cultural, financial. And when she speaks, whether live or on a screen, the world listens. And the world doesn't just listen, it reacts. Within minutes of her acceptance message airing, hashtags trended worldwide, streams of Born Again spiked, and entire communities across continents erupted into debate. Some marveled at her composure, others dissected every second of her words, while many argued over what her victory meant for the future of K-pop itself. That's the sign of an artist who has moved beyond being a performer and has become a cultural signal. Every gesture, every silence, every appearance, or in this case non-appearance, creates waves that ripple through music, fashion, and even finance. Now think about the psychology at play. Fans who were disappointed she wasn't physically there suddenly found themselves clinging even harder to the video message she left behind. Scarcity breeds demand. By withholding presence, Lisa created hunger. It's the same principle luxury brands use when they release limited edition items. The fewer people who get access, the more valuable it becomes. Tonight, Lisa's absence turned her into the most talked about presence in the room. Behind the scenes, industry strategists will dissect this move for years. Did she skip the VMAs to focus on new projects, or was it to cultivate that aura of untouchable mystique? Was it a simple scheduling conflict, or was it a masterclass in brand positioning? In truth, it doesn't matter. What matters is that the conversation is alive. When people can't stop asking why, the story never ends and the brand never sleeps. And here lies the ultimate twist. Lisa has proven she doesn't just belong to K-pop anymore. She belongs to the world stage of influence, where artists aren't just voices but forces that shift markets, inspire investments, and redefine culture. Tonight's VMAs weren't just another award show. They were the stage where Lisa quietly declared, without even standing under the lights, that the rules have changed. And if this is what she can do in absence, imagine what's coming when she finally decides to appear again. The suspense lingers, doesn't it? Lisa has turned a single award into a global ripple, and the silence between her appearances speaks louder than most performances ever could. This is the art of influence, the psychology of scarcity, and the magic of timing, all wrapped in one unstoppable force. The VMAs may have crowned her queen tonight, but the real question is, what kingdom will she conquer next? Stay close, because the story is only just beginning. Every headline, every trending tag, every replay of her acceptance proves one thing. Lisa is no longer just part of the conversation, she is the conversation. 3 wins at the VMAs cement her as a legend, but it's the way she bends perception that makes her unforgettable. Fans wait, rivals watch, brands calculate, and the industry adapts around her. And as the echoes of this victory spread, one truth remains crystal clear. Lisa doesn't chase history, she creates it. So here we stand at the edge of history. Lisa BLACKPINK, 3-time VMAs Best K-pop winner, not just rewriting records but rewriting the very rules of fame. If you felt chills at the start, if your heart raced wondering how far this story could go, remember this: tonight is not the end. Tonight is a signal, a teaser, a foreshadowing of an even bigger chapter about to unfold. And if you don't want to miss that chapter, you know what to do. Hit subscribe, share this story, rewatch the moments you can't believe happened, and stay locked in, because the next twist in Lisa Manaban's journey might just be the biggest shock of them all. And who knows? The next time history is made, you'll be able to say you were right here watching as it all began.